Are you looking for the best tube amps? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best tube amps on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Harley Benton Mighty 15th. Who says that a high-quality tube amplifier can't be priced so that it's affordable for newbies, students, and those of us who are watching our budgets? This is, of course, what makes Harley Benton unique. We've seen it work on the company's electric and acoustic guitars, so it's very exciting to see it on an all-valve lunchbox head. Before talking about tone, we need to talk about the build. The electronics on the Mighty 15th are placed on a double-sided PCB that is through-plated to make it last longer. When you turn on the Mighty 15th, you'll be surprised to find that it doesn't make any noise. This is a good sign, and this lunchbox head's price makes it a possible partner for studio records. The tones don't let anyone down. Under the hood, there are 2 Ruby tubes EL84CS in the power amp. When the tone starts to break up a bit, this gives the Mighty 15th a tweed-like sound. Here is where the Mighty 15th starts to really go. The cleans are beautiful and full of detail, but the crunch is a different story. Currently, it is one of the best tube amps that you can buy. At number 2. Laney Cub Super 12. The Cub Super 12 is a great example of a good deal. Look at this cute little thing. It shouldn't be less than $525/$500, but it is, and it would be a shame if people didn't get it. This is a stylish portable tube combo amp with a dark gray vinyl finish. With 2 EL84S bending inside the power amp section, it has a nice roar when the volume is turned up. It's great for small gigs, but it's also great for practicing at home in the afternoon. It has an onboard amplifier that lets you plug into the low power output for a very homey 1W setting. This is great for practicing, but it's also great for recording when you don't want too much sound coming through the mic. The classic look hides a modern attitude, and it's nice that the Cub Super 12 works well with pedals. There's an effects loop on the back, and the digital reverb and onboard boost can be turned on and off with your foot. The boost is great, and it makes a good case for why all tube amps in this class should have a similar feature that can be turned on and off with a foot switch. Overall, it is one of the best tube amps that you can buy. At number 3. Blackstar HT1R MKII Combo. The HT line of small, all-tube amps from Blackstar put the company on the map as soon as they came out. Now that we're on the MKII series of these amps, they're even better. For now, it is one of the best tube amps that you can buy. The HT1R MKII adds a nice digital reverb, and the addition of voice switches on both channels lets you switch between UK and US tones in a stylish way. This makes the HT1R more versatile, which is good news for us guitarists. With the HT1R MKII being a small 1W, 1x8 combo that costs just a bit more than $300, you might expect to have to give up some features. This could be the best home practice amp for people on a budget who want tubes. The amount of compromise here is very small, just like the amp itself. The only thing we don't like about this amp is that the 8-speaker doesn't always give us the low-end sound we want. To be honest, though, it's a small, all-tube practice amp that costs about the same as a good overdrive pedal, so there's really nothing to gripe about. It even has a USB port so you can record at home in silence, just like the head version. At number 4. Mesa/Boogie California Tweed 6V6 440. Mesa amps are known for being complicated monsters, which we love. There's a lot of gain and a lot of buttons, switches, and knobs. But this beautiful amp is totally different. Randall Smith made it as a tribute to Leo Fender's amp designs from the 1950s, which is why it's called Tweed. The story goes that when Randall began making Mesa/Boogie amps in the 1960s, Leo's Tweed circuits had a big impact on him. He liked how natural the tones sounded and how easily they went from clean to distorted and back again. This was partly because they used 6V6 tubes. Thus, it is one of the best tube amps that you can buy. The California Tweed 6V6 440 amp is both beautiful and easy to use because of how simple it is. The control panel is simple, with just 7 chicken head buttons for gain, master, EQ, presence, and reverb. There is also a multi-watt selector that lets you change the output from 40 watts to just 2. There is a normal input and a clean input, which is padded down so it doesn't drive the preamp as much for maximum space.